And there we go, we finally have an actor cast as Clayface in the new DCU movie that will be released in 2026. And his name is Rhys Harries. And as everybody, the moment you received this news with this name, I also went, who is this guy? And he's a Welsh actor with many credits of movies that are not very known, but apparently his screen test blew up the minds of James Gunn and Matt Reeves, the director of The Batman. Because even though Matt Reeves, the Batman, is not in this DCU universe from James Gunn, he's the executive producer of these Batman spin-off movies. And not only we have the name of the actor, but we also have the identity of the Clayface that he will portray in this movie. And it will be Matt Hagen, who is more popular for Batman the Animated Series, that version of the character from some of the greatest episodes of that show, including the classic two-parter Feet of Clay. And if you don't know the story of Matt Hagen, he was an actor from Hollywood that suffered an accident and got deformed, and to continue his career, he accepted the offer of a corrupt industrialist to use his skin products to change his features back to his old image. But since Matt Hagen had to use the product constantly to maintain his normal appearance, the industrialist started to blackmail him to do some criminal jobs for him, since he also gained the ability of change his face and transform into other people. And this eventually turned him into the creature Clayface. If you want to know the whole story and the wonderful trajectory of this character in Batman the Animated Series, I suggest you watch this video that is right here in the channel, and you can understand the whole story of Clayface in that show. And listen, about my opinions regarding this casting, I'm okay with it. It's a little weird because recently we had the news that 4 actors were testing and being considered for the role of Clayface, including the likes of George McKay and Jack O'Connell. So the name of Rhys Harries came completely out of the blue. And looking at him, I go, I like it. I think it's interesting that we need an actor that's going to play an actor from Hollywood in the movie. So he has to be a handsome guy that will eventually become this creature, and we're gonna have all the body horror that James Gunn is promising. And Rhys Harries has an interesting look to him. He is handsome, but he also has these strange features. The lines of his face are very unique, and his jaw is very square. So it's interesting. And if the producers say that he's a great actor, I'm in. Plus, I am very fascinated by this Clayface project. First of all, because he's one of my favorite Batman villains from his rogues gallery. And also because it shows that the DCU will take many bold choices in varieties of projects that they will present us in the future. And the writer of the movie, Mike Flanagan, promised that this will be a horror movie. And I love horror movies with body transformation, just like The Fly, for example. The question is now, is Batman gonna show up in this movie? I am praying that he does, because honestly, if you're gonna do these Batman villain movies and you're not gonna put them to fight Batman in them, you're gonna do the same mistake of the Sony Marvel universe with villain movies that honestly are useless if you don't have the hero to fight them and create this interesting dynamic. Like, remember this? Remember this other? Remember that? We all don't want to remember those. So this is the news, and I am okay with it. I'm in. I'm interested in seeing what they are going to do. The movie is going to be directed by James Watkins and, like I said, released next year, so things are going pretty fast. What did you think about this casting news, and are you excited for the Clayface movie? Comment below. And if you are liking the content of BATGUS, please don't forget to leave your beloved like in this video and your wonderful subscription so we can keep talking about Batman and DC Universe forever, alright? See you in the next Bat video, and bye-bye.